show up, and also the whole city's going to be green tonight.
I love this. I love being a bad influence on all your kids. And I get to scare so many generations. It's really a thrill, and I'm truly excited to be back in Columbus. I come back a lot because, I grew up here and I love it here.
And we just did the street name unveiling. I mean, how exciting was that to have a whole street named after you?
Yeah, yes, everything's a surprise to me. I think no one's more amazed by all this than I am.
Talk a little bit about how Central Ohio might have influenced some of the settings of some of the books. I mean, a lot of suburban settings in the books.
Well, most of the Goosebumps books takes place in the kids' backyard. It's very suburban Goosebumps. It never takes place in a castle in Middle Europe. And when I write these books, I think back to my time in Bexley and what it looked like. And so a lot of the settings are pretty much what I remember from here in the books.
What's the scariest thing in Central Ohio?
I don't have an answer for that. Maybe your question.
So you famously started writing at the age of 9.
Yeah.
And you wrote a lot of comedy. But then you started writing horror, and you've talked before about kind of the connection between horror and comedy. Can you kind of explain how that's worked into your writing?
I think there's a very close connection between horror and humor and laughing. When you sneak up behind somebody and you go, boo, what's the first thing they do? They gasp, and then they laugh. It's the same visceral reaction, I think. So writing this stuff, for me, is very close as well. If you go up to a roller coaster and you hear people laughing and screaming at the same time, you see, it's very close. I never planned to be scary. I always just wanted to be funny. I wrote joke books and I did a lot of funny books for kids. And then being scary actually was not my idea. Some editor suggested that I write a scary book. And I don't know, it wasn't in my plan. It's embarrassing, it wasn't my idea, but the scary books just caught on.
One other question. You started writing really young. Do you have any advice for parents who may recognize creativity and imagination in their kids?
Well, I don't know. My parents didn't understand it at all. I was this weird kid in my room typing all the time, and my mother would stand outside my door and she would say, "What's wrong with you? Go outside and play. What's wrong with you? Get out, stop typing, go outside." Worst advice I ever got, right? Stop typing. So I don't know. I don't really give advice to young writers because I think they're like me. They just like to write. They don't need me to tell them to write.
Talk a little bit about inspiring the next generation. I mean, kids even today are still reading Goosebumps, still reading Fear Street, reading your newer works. Could you talk a little bit about what that means to you?
Well, 33 years of Goosebumps. I'll tell you the truth, when we started out, I said, let's do 2 or 3 of them. That shows the kind of businessman I am. I only wanted to do a couple. Now it's 33 years later, I can't believe it. That's why I look like this, 33 years of Goosebumps.
Well, what's the spookiest thing about Columbus?
Spookiest thing about Columbus? I don't have an answer.
Okay.
No, I have no answer for that.
Okay.
You tell me. What's the spookiest thing about Columbus?
For me, it's that you're from here.
Yeah?
The OSU parking lot after
You all have good answers. I don't know. I was in my little house. My little house on the very edge of Bexley, where I grew up. We were very poor, and we lived on the edge of this very wealthy community. And it was so strange today to go back into that house that I haven't been in 50 years or so. And it was so tiny. The whole house was like the size of a bathroom. It was amazing, and there were 5 of us. It was just, what a weird thing today to be back.
You went back today?
Yeah, this morning.
Feels like we've seen you out a lot lately and doing things like this. Are you at a stage in your career where you're having fun with stuff like this?
No, I've always had fun with this. I don't get this attention at home, right? No, I've had a very busy fall. I just somehow I said yes to everything.
Yeah.
And I still have 2 or 3 more cities to go. But I'm the author who likes it. I'm the one who likes it. A lot of authors don't like this. But I really enjoy getting out and seeing the kids, and it's fun for me. And it gets me out of the house, right?
Did you ever go through a period where you were sick of it and didn't want to do it for
No,
a little while?
no.
Always loved it?
No, I always like it. If I don't do, this is sick, but if I don't do it for a while, I start to crave it.
I think I have one more. Why children's horror and not like adult oriented horror?
I don't know why anyone would want to write for adults. They're a terrible audience. My middle grade audience, 7 to 12-year-old, is the best audience. I get them the last time in their lives they'll ever be enthusiastic. That age group, they want to meet you, they want to know you, they want to buy things, they want to read you. But later on, they have to be cool. After 12, they have to be cool, they're gone, they're lost. And I just have the best audience.
Thank you very much.
Great. Hey, thank you all.
Thank you.